I think we can all agree that Donald Trump is royally fucked. But there's another guy that's pretty fucked. Maybe not as much as Donald Trump, but pretty fucked. And that is Kevin McCarthy. He's the Speaker of the House. He's having all kinds of problems and the pressure is getting to him. You can just see it in his face, hear it in his voice. We're looking at a government shutdown because there's no agreement on appropriations and bills and such. And if it's not done by October 1st, well, the government is going to shut down. And the problem for McCarthy and the Republicans is, if the government shuts down, they're going to get the blame. And we've got an election coming up in a short time that they're going to take a beating for because of this shutdown. So Republicans of a reasonable mind don't want the shutdown, but a small group of Republicans in the House of Representatives do want the shutdown. The Freedom Caucus, MAGA. And for whatever reason, Kevin McCarthy keeps following their lead or is afraid of them or something. So what we have is House of Representatives that should have worked out these appropriations bills a long time ago, but now they're leaving it to the last minute. It's interesting, on Thursday of this past week, with 8 days left to figure out what we're going to do with these appropriation bills, what does Kevin McCarthy do? He sends everybody home until they come back on Tuesday. So that gives him Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to figure out all these appropriations and keep the country open. On top of that, he hasn't reached out to the Democrats because as long as he's got the Freedom Caucus, he's going to need the Democrats to help him. But he hasn't bothered to do that. For whatever reason, he thinks he's got plenty of time, or in his mind, he's cool with the country being shut down. But if he does that, that pretty much destroys the Republican Party. The Democrats, I don't know that they're really motivated to help out. I can't imagine they want the country shut down, but if that's the way it's going to go and it destroys the Republican Party, so fucking be it. The problem here is all these people are posturing and doing their shit for their own political power, but if they shut the country down, hundreds of thousands of Americans will stop getting checks. They will struggle, and these fuckers don't care. Kevin McCarthy is caught between a rock and a hard place. He can't appease MAGA because it just won't work and nobody will vote for it. He can't try to do the right thing because MAGA wants to fire him. As I've said before, I don't think they have the votes to do that, so Kevin shouldn't be worried about it. But this is an utter mess, and Kevin McCarthy doesn't look like he's too worried about getting this shit done. Kevin McCarthy is a weak Speaker of the House, but over and above that, he's an incompetent motherfucker too.